And we're live. Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. We are live. It is the 17th of September. It is about 20 to 9 at night, GMT. We are live with Harry and Jason on the UK Globe Live Tour. I think it's day 5, if I'm right.
Yep,
and with Lopez. And the guys, as you can see, are parked up in a supermarket car park. It is a 24-hour supermarket. Harry is busy away editing in the back of the camper van. As you can see, we've got massive stickers on this camper van. We've got a feather flag at the back telling everybody that they've been lied to. We've got Research Flat Earth on the back as well. You can see that this vehicle is well stickered up. You have been told lies. www.globelie.co.uk, right at the back. You can't miss it, guys. Look at this. This is great. Brilliant.
Yes.
Massive visuals. We've got Research Flat Earth, www.globelie.co.uk, all up on the side of the vehicle. This is brilliant. This is like a moving red pill, just like D-Marble. We've got people dropping red pills out there. Meanwhile, they're just parked up in public places. Look at this. At the front, You have been told lies. Research Flat Earth, www.festart.co.uk. I think we can get a little sneak peek of Harry in there on the old laptop doing his editing. Look, that is high visuals, man. Richard, look how bold and bright those things are.
I love it. I love it.
Research Flat Earth.
Right there in your face.
Bang.
You know what, Roxanne? I'm thinking that's probably the most photographed thing around right now.
Hi, Harry. Harry's in there doing his bits and pieces. The guy's always on the go. He's unrelenting. Unrelenting. Yep. Constantly on it. No doubt he's in there editing the footage that they took from today. Bear with John Smith Global on this one. They're having issues with internet while they're on road. So the content's probably going to be a couple of days behind. But either way, all good things come to those who wait. And you've even done it for the inside as well. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wonderful. Jason, thank you so much for showing us the outside of the camper, man. Awesome. Hi. And hi to Harry as well. I hope you're both doing well. We're day 5, right? Day 5 of the UK tour.
Yeah. Day 5. We're in St. Austell. We haven't left yet. We're still here. It started off really quiet. I'm not sure how it should have started off really busy, because we got to the first setup, and I managed to set up all the framework and that, and I was just dropping the banners, and then security pounced on us and told us to get lost. So, and it was really busy with and there was no wind or anything. It was all shouted. It was like Argos and Boots and T-Max and Costa and all the big name shops. So they were all there. So it was really busy, and so another job's worth. You got to move on.
Yeah.
So we did. So we went to a slightly quieter area, and it started off fairly quiet, and we kind of thought, oh god, it's going to be another talkie. But we had some great conversations, and it got a little bit heated in places. There's a few people that were so triggered of the fact that we're suggesting something that couldn't possibly be true.
Of course. Of course. That's like a knee-jerk reaction. I think that's more like a knee-jerk reaction. I think they react like that before even thinking through what it is you're trying to say. It's just so obscene to them. They can't comprehend what it is you're actually trying to convey. So it's almost like just a knee-jerk reaction.
I thought you handled it well, though. I thought you handled yourself very well. And that's what it's all about, guys. If you're paying attention, it's about handling yourself very well, man.
Do you want to see the bite mark on my lip when I have to bite my lip?
Oh, I can fully imagine. I can fully imagine. I
know. Tell me about it. Wow.
Me personally, I've seen some really interesting, dialogues that you've been having with people on the road, on your lives. Your lives have been the plug of everyday content right about now. I'm constantly waiting for that notification bell to tell me that you've gone live. It's like I'm itching for it. I'm like, where are you at? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I keep saying to people as well. I mean, because we try to keep to the facts as much as possible, but I mean, there's so much to learn and so much to remember, and we might get the odd thing wrong. And I've told people whilst I've been chatting and that, I don't care as long as we get them to look at flat Earth. That's the whole idea. It's just to drop a few seeds and hopefully that they'll do their own research and that. And because I caught myself. I think I said a few figures wrong today as well, and I always kick myself afterwards and think, oh god, you got something wrong. It's not that at all. And then I might go home, come back to do a bit more research and learn something more. But there's so much to remember, so much to learn, so much to remember, and then sometimes my mouth gets the better of my brain.
You've been having ranges of conversations with people while you've been out on the roads, from young to old. My daughter was really interested this evening in asking, how many youngsters are interested in talking about this subject. She's 15. She wants to know maybe between 15 and 25 years old. How many?
Yeah. I mean, if I go on the start of yesterday in Plymouth, when we had there was a big group of teenagers. Oh, sorry, there was about 3 individual big groups of teenagers. There was an awful lot. Now, the first group, they were a little bit, oh god, they were probably around about the 14 to 16 range. And they were just interested in just laughing and joking and mocking. They weren't interested at all. It's like, it's quite sad. And when you get them kind of individually, just one or two or something, then they'll listen and they're interested, but I think they're too busy trying to impress their friends, aren't they, when there's too many of them at that age. But and then when it's just a tiny bit older than that, we had some groups there that were mocking at first, laughing and smirking, and then after 5 minutes, when I show them, tell them a few facts and that, wow, yeah, complete change, and really engaging, and that's what we want. And today was different again. I had a great conversation where I think they were probably about 18, I think. Somewhere like that, and they were so open-minded. And I said afterwards, they might be slightly older. I'm not very good at ages. You have to give them a lot of respect, to approach some strange man, and in the street who believes the earth is flat. That's a big deal. That is, because I know. I would have run a mile, if I approached me, so you've got to give them a huge amount of respect, and it'd be interesting. The sad thing about it, I hope that they're rebellious enough at home, because I feel like the sad thing about it, the second that they approach parents, that the parents will put them right, and then they're back to the globe again. I hope that teenagers that we approach that can be a little bit more rebellious and say, I want to prove a point to mum and dad, so fingers crossed.
Right.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Did you have any guests today at all?
It's quite a little bit of a surprise. We just parked up in this in the supermarket here. I was just shattered, after today. It's always tiring. I don't know what. Just stood outside there all day. It's shattering, it is, with the wind blowing, and then sometimes I think I'm losing my voice and that. And anyway, so just got back, just put the kettle on, and this chap, he said, "Oh, what's all this about then?" And I said, I said, "We're challenging science." And he goes, he said, I've just got to put the shopping away at home and so. He said, "Do you mind if I come back and have a chat?" Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Of course you can. Anyway, he brought someone with him as well. I'm not sure whether stepdaughter or something. I'm not sure, but they brought a daughter or stepdaughter or friend along as well. And we invited them in. They sat down, and we spent about 45 minutes or so having a real long, very deep and meaningful chat about why it is that I'm a flat earther and all the evidence we presented, the whole lot to them. Now, the young one was very highly educated, and so everything I was coming out with was kind of like science and all that. She was on the button with her indoctrination and spilling it all out, what she can repeat and all that. And as Harry says all the time, is that a knowing or is it a belief? Do you have any experiments, any evidence to support these facts and that? And it just turns out that this couple can repeat everything. They're so clever, but he seemed really engaging and listening and really and sort of asking all the right questions. That's what you want. Us being out here, we need to be challenged in order for them to get the right questions answered. And I think every question is good for them to ask, apart from the why. They can all get lost on that why. It's just, I keep saying, no one's been taken to court. No one's been held accountable. We've all got our theories on why. And we've got damn good theories as well, but we haven't got 100% concrete proof to show someone, to pass that on. And, so it's difficult that why. You know, whether it be hiding God, whether it would be sorry, I keep putting my hand in the wrong place. Yeah, whether it be hiding God, whether it be hiding lands, whether it be just about control. I think it doesn't. You get different answers when you speak to different flat earthers. You know, like, so it's a complicated answer. That is.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I just keep it to the basics. I tell people, look, yes, we don't have an accurate map. We don't know what this place is. You know, I have an idea, but hey, you know, we all we know, it's not a ball. It's not what they told us it was.
There you go.
It's not a ball, right? You know, it's not a spinning ball, and the ball's not tilted. Okay, you know, it's just basically simple as that. You know, and I think the most simplest way we do it, it's much easier for people to get. I think sometimes I found out in the early beginning of waking people up, when you get too scientific, sometimes it's just you don't know what the other person knows. They'll beat you in science and all of that. So I just say, you know, because this is real simple. Water does not, you know, bend. Okay.
You
know, they can bend the truth, but they can't bend water. Okay.
See, Richard. Harry is exactly the same as you. Yes. He likes to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. He likes to do.
I'm a student. I'm a student of Harry's. Absolutely.
I mean, I learned that years ago. KISS.
Yes.
But I mean, you're right. We can overcomplicate this and then make it more challenging for ourselves. It's just, for me, my personality. Water was never enough. Water being flat was never enough. I wanted to know all the ins and outs of all the technical questions. So it's different. It's different people we reach. Water and horizons and land that we shouldn't see. That's enough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it should be. It should be a done deal. Just at that alone. You know, forget about all the pseudoscience nonsense and all that.
Absolutely.
It should be that.
Hey, check this out. When you try this too when you get a chance, because I had overwhelming success with it. Because it's like you get right down to the point. You know, sometimes we want to hit them. So I kind of formulate something right down to the point. I like hitting things that make sense real fast. Try this. Ask them, how many lines does it take to make a ball? Right? How many horizontal lines does it take to make a ball? And they're gonna be like, and if they say no, impossible, great answer. Then I'll go right to the horizon. Have you ever seen the horizon bend downwards? They go, no. Have you ever seen it bend upwards? Then the last checkmate question is, do you still think you live on a ball? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like real, you know, it's just like I found that works for me. Try it. You'll love it.
Yeah, I'm going to remember all that, and I'm going to see if I can try that tomorrow.
It's real simple too, right? And if you're out there, try that. I'm telling you, it's real simple because you're giving them a visual, and you're just like you go right to the heart of the matter. You forget all of that. You know, how many horizontal lines does it take to make a ball? Boom! Now you got them in thinking mode. Then you take the word horizon comes from the word horizontal. You know what I mean? So. It's real simple, right? Because
you're absolutely right.
Even the simplest person, Roxanne, can get this. You don't even have to be technical. This is real simple. You know, you can just keep it real basics, man. I just felt that works for me so good. You know, I don't know how the chat room feels about that, but you know, try it. It's fun.
How does St. Austell compare to the places that you've been already?
Well, you must have seen a huge difference with Plymouth and Taunton and Exeter. You know, like they're kind of like big, you know, cities. Sorry, I'm not even sure Taunton is a city, but it was as big as a city. So yeah, Taunton, Plymouth, and Exeter, they were hugely engaging. I mean, there was a lot of people. Plymouth was as big as Speaker's Corner at some points.
Wow.
We had an awful lot of people around, and it might be just me. It probably feels a little bit more overwhelming because, you know, like to have like 50, 60 people all around one person sort of thing. And Harry, you know, Harry was there as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And how does that feel so far? You're only 5 days in. In the 5 days that you've done activism, how do you feel about the numbers that you've seen? Thinking about the traveling that you've done, all the eyes on the band so far.
This is immensely worth it. I mean, as I say, everywhere we go, this fan is photographed. It's people are pointing, people are talking. Harry was speaking to someone today in St. Austell, and they turned around and said that they've just seen it on Facebook, a picture of the fan with 27,000 views.
Nice.
Nice. It's working. I mean, it won't be long. It'll be in the national.
5 days, folks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know what I found out too, Jason and Roxanne? We get a lot of big positive response here in the USA over here. Really good positive response. People are really latching on to this and standing behind what you guys are doing. Now it's just getting the word out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys, like if you're listening in, everybody in the chat, share this, get it out. You know, also make a donation. The links are in the description. You know,
yeah,
do it. Make this happen, right? You know, just for a price of coffee or lunch.
Links are there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Again, I mean, thank you guys. You know, like for all you guys that are donating, that it is hard work, and that we're not doing it for any payments. We're not doing it for money for ourselves. We're paying for our own food. We're paying for our own beer. I promise you. Everything is transparent. Once we're finished the tour, everybody will be able to see every receipt.
Right.
It's all about paying for the petrol, paying for the camper van, and the leaflets that that are paid. Oh, and obviously the ferries and that. We're not finished. We're not done. We haven't raised it all yet. So any help, we're really grateful. You can see the impact that this is having. It was Harry's idea to get out and do this, on his own in a tent, his car and then a tent. It just wasn't practical to take that on for 8 weeks in a tent and then in the car. So this is the right thing to do. And as I say, with this billboard, this advertisement, that's traveling the country. Oh God, the money has to be worth it. Just that alone. If I just drove around, we did no activism, and we drove the van up and down, that would be worth it just by itself.
Right. But actually going out there, talking to people, real people, engaging with people, answering questions, getting people to become critical thinkers. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. If we're all of us is walking around, knowing we live on a flat, plain realm of existence, and those people out there thinking they live on a spinning ball in the heliocentric model, then we live in parallel universes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's important. This is important. You know what I mean? Because people are under spells. But I have a question for you, Jason. What kind of challenges did you have today?
Challenges today was the inverter again. We replaced the burnt out inverter, and the second that we took a trip to Halfords, we got the inverter back, went to charge up, and it didn't work, did it? They give us a dud inverter, so we had to do the journey all over again. Go back, change the inverter, bring it all back again, and I think you can hear the engines on the go now. So the inverter is now charging up Harry's laptop.
Kind of broke it up. Yeah.
Sorry, a little bit.
I don't know if you've seen that. That was
no worries. That was no, it just broke up a little bit. Richie, did you hear that? Because it just broke up for me.
Yeah, it broke up for me.
Yeah, no, it was my fault. It was the wife was phoning, so I'll phone her back in a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, Jason.
Okay. So how's she dealing? Speaking of your wife, Jason, how is she dealing with this right now? How's people at home dealing with this?
Oh no, she's good as gold. She's dealing with it okay. But it's all about me, mum, at the moment. She's not well, and I'm very worried and concerned. So I kind of hoping that a few people may come out and join us, because there's always been that possibility that I may have to leave and get back and look and see to
and then come back.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's every day is a new day, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Right.
Yeah, one of the other challenges as well is we've not successfully been able to upload any of the data to to Harry's channel, so that people can see all this new footage and that. So what's happened is we've sorted it out for Harry to put everything on USB sticks and send the data off. They're going to send it off to my son, and he's going to upload it all to Harry's channel, and that so we had to buy a ton of USB sticks to post off. So it's just them sort of challenges. It's been it's been difficult.
You know what? I wouldn't so much. You know what? I know we want to get it out there on me real fast, but it's not really a rush, because once you get it and you do it right, you put it out there, it's always going to be out there. It's going to be well documented.
Yeah.
So as long as we keep doing this, you keep doing that, as long as you have the footage, that's what you want.
Yeah, that's
uploading it, people know what's going on. If they don't see anything on Harry's channel, that's fine. They know he's doing something. Now we want to do a 5-minute video to let his subscribers know what he's doing and where to actually go in substitute of him, like to Roxanne or your channel. That'd be the best way, man. Yeah, because the footage is the most important part. Yeah, absolutely.
I put all of their channels, to Jason's channels in the links, Harry's channels in the links, all 3 channels that you can use to donate to the tour is in the link. FE Start, Flat Earth 101, Flat Earth News and Reports, and Earth Offensive Facebook. That'll be in the description as well for everyone.
Right.
Absolutely.
Oh, and the Global UK. .co.uk. That website is going to be in the description as well.
And the links
I'm thinking the Global Live page on Facebook's private.
On Facebook, yes. You know what? I'll have to change that. What it was is that originally we were going to do the Global Live Facebook for Patreons only, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then when we found out that most people started donating on GoFundMe and that, so it just made it a bit complicated. So we'll have to change that. We will.
Right. They make it public. Once people know what's going on, Jason and Harry, once people realize and they understand what's going on and they become aware of what's going on about what you guys are doing, they're going to want to donate and see, because you're actually out there doing it. You know what I mean? There's a story behind this. And it will be told. So if it's not being told now, it's definitely going to be told later on. So that's what it is.
I also want to say as well, I haven't checked the donations today. I never got around to it, but Harry just informed me, and he wants us to thank Richard Bartlett. He's donated, and thank you very much, Richard.
Richie B. FE is one of our moderators and an awesome guy in real life.
So really appreciate it. I haven't checked myself, so it's me that checks the GoFundMe and the Patreon, and I just haven't logged in yet. So apologies if I can't say thank you yet, but I will probably.
You only had 2 sets of hands, Jason. 2 sets of hands. You can't do it all at once.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go on. Sorry, go on.
Thank you for taking the time out and coming along, and letting us know what's going on and keeping us posted.
Yeah, big time.
So I want to say as well that we're in Truro tomorrow. Now Truro is I believe it's slightly bigger than St. Austell, so it should be a little bit busier Truro tomorrow. I'm actually looking. It's been. See, I used to work around this area, years and years ago when I was a kid, when I was 17. So to come back to all these places and it's kind of fantastic as well. But I almost feel like my trip hasn't started until we get back out of Devon and Cornwall. Because this is all familiar grounds to me, and it'd be great to see I'm looking forward to Wales. I'm looking forward to Ireland. You know, that's when I think that, you know, I'll enjoy it a lot more.
Trying Irish Guinness, I take it.
Oh, in Dublin, to have an Irish Guinness in Dublin, with John Thorne now. He's going to join us, you know, like there. So
nice. Awesome. Shout out to John Thorne.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's awesome. Awesome. That's really good, man.
Yeah, can I just say as well? Look, even though I might enjoy my Guinness, and that's part of, or I said that's almost like holiday. And I'm sorry, I'm meant to be working, but like we put so much time into this. You know, like we wake up in the morning, we're researching. Even overnight, I'm kind of like sending press packs out to newspapers and radio stations and that, you know, like. But the miserable sods aren't interested a lot of the time. But we'll see. You know, we're like fishermen. We're just throwing them out, and you know, someone will hook. We'll get one of them. Yeah. So you know, it's a busy day for us. We, as I say, we start in the mornings. You know, like we're trying to charge up things. And then once we've got through all the things that we have to do for the day to try and make this work, we do the activism and then get back and then, as you see, if I just swing this round, you know, it's Harry, and you can see he's just hard at work all the time. It doesn't stop.
He's unrelenting, man. Well done. Yeah. Massive love and respect to you, Harry. Jason, can I ask you to do us a favor?
Okay.
For the benefit of everyone that's joined the chat room, and I want to give a massive shout out to everyone in the chat room. I'm going to give everyone a shout out in a second. You do us the honor of giving us a view of the camper van.
Yeah, of course, because I don't mind that. I am starting to get a bit sweaty in here.
Oh, so yeah. If you could take us on a quick walkabout, that'd be awesome, and give us a little bit of perspective of where you're parked up. Okay. So for everyone that's tuned in, Jason's now gonna take us outside and show us where, in the bigger scheme of things, they are. They're in a car park for a 24-hour supermarket, quite a popular UK one, and you're now seeing the full visuals of the camper van. They've got the Research Flat Earth stickers, the globeli.co.uk stickers. They've got the feather flag at the back telling people that they've been told lies. Go to www.globeli.co.uk. They've even got more flat Earth stickers on the back of the camper van as well. All right, Jason, no worries. Research Flat Earth stickers on the back of the camper van as well. And as if the side of the van being graphed up and a feather flag at the back not being enough, right? We've got triple stickers on the side, and then as you come around to the front, we've got it on the front wing in front of the door, and then on the front bonnet there's www.festart.co.uk, and at the top of the camper van has a big sticker saying that you've been told lies and to research flat earth and told lies. And on the side there's flat earth tape all over the side, flat earth, flat earth, flat earth, and some more flat earth. And then up at the top of this one we've got globeli. Oh, there's Harry. You can see him beeping on his laptop. Is that people beeping at the stickers, Jason, as you're doing this? It is, isn't it?
I love it. It's like, you know what I call it, Roxanne? It's a big Trojan horse.
It is. Okay? It is.
Yeah.
You start laughing, taking pictures, and then boom, right there, bang! It's
in your face. That's it. So it's the whole free flat smacking mobile. We're gonna call it the flat smacking mobile. I love it. I just literally want to dial in and go there right now. I just want to press a button and go there right now. Like, take me to where that camper van is. I want to join forces from now. I've got to wait a couple more days before I get to that camper van. I'm so looking forward to it, Jason. I can't begin to tell you. I've got my leaf packed. I got my banner packed. I've got everything packed like I'm going tomorrow. Research Flat Earth, YouTube, John Smith, globeli, www.festart.co.uk. They're giving them that information right there from the red pill mobile, right there.
Yes.
That was awesome, Jason. Thank you so much. So to everybody that's tuned in, you've just managed to see a whole 360 of the camper van and everything that comes with it. So I think we can all agree that that is definitely flat smacked. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
As Fokker likes to say, that's going to be one for the ball lickers to think about.
Yeah, that's right.
And while we're on that subject, I want to give a massive shout out to the chat room and everybody that's tuned in. Yes. I want to give a shout out to No One's Flower, Sammy, Cami. Thank you very much for tuning in, my darling. Ivan. Yay, Cami.
Hi, Cami.
John Thor's tuned in, our moderator. Thank you so much for tuning in, John, and being the awesome moderator that you are. Yeah. Ivan. Plain Sight Lee, thank you for tuning in. Lee comes to Hyde Park sometimes. Lee, you're an awesome guy, man. Massive love. Thank you for tuning in. Tommy Rogers, thank you for tuning in, my darling. You're
right, Tommy.
As well, big time. Sarah Christina, sweetheart, thank you for being here and tuning in and being an awesome moderator that you are as well. Flat Earth Fokker, he says he absolutely loves the camper van. He loves it. He's in the, yeah, he loves it. Big love to you, massive love to you, brother. Peter Steins also said brilliant van. Thank you for tuning in. We've also got Richie B, Effie, thank you so much for your donation.
Yes.
Respect to you for doing that, my darling. Spherical Cow, thank you so much for tuning in. D-Cell, thank you for tuning in.
Yes. All right,
yeah, man. Thank you. Tapper 777. He's waiting for you to come to Wales. Thumbs up for Wales.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. Effie Offensive CEO D Marbles in the chat room. My darling. And also, yeah, also we've got Flat Earth Comic. If you're not subscribed to Flat Earth Comic, go and give him a click, man. If you want a good few jokes for Flat Earth, give him a click, man. He's a good.
Well, I'm not, but I will be in sort of 10 minutes. I promise.
Love it.
Yeah.
Massive love. Michael Tardy, thank you very, very much for tuning in. Sammy K55, thank you for tuning in.
Right.
And as I said, massive love and respect. Eco Dave Media, thank you for tuning in. Great
Hi,
job,
Dave.
Corner. That was a brilliant job. I'm going to be at Speaker's Corner the last Sunday of every month. As I said, I did the Summer Madness, as I call it. I did every week through August, and we managed to hit up a few weekends before the end of July. But I'll be there the last Sunday of every month. But well done to Eco Dave Media for doing an awesome task of getting the truth out there on Sunday. So yeah, just massive thanks to everybody that's interacting into the chat room. Go Vegan, Ursa Plain, thank you so much for tuning in. Nigel Barnett, thank you so much for tuning in. Steve West for tuning in. Astro ARA, thank you for tuning in. Francis, Astral Thief, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all being here. Plain Sailing, Trinity 4, Dave Mantle, thank you so much for tuning in.
Hi, Dave.
Massive love to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Chasing Supercars, thank you so much for tuning in. There's loads of you in the chat room. All I can say is it's also Skyfly Bree, thank you for tuning in as well. Like I said, there's just names on names on names. I've got to get better at doing this. It's insane.
I have a shout out, Sarah Christina. You guys out there in the UK and having joined UK rebels in further lands, do it. You know what I mean? Some good stuff on there.
Yeah, big time. And also to Kimmy Spreadborough, babes, I've been massive love to you and Bob, Major, for tuning in. This is day 5 of the UK Global Eye Tour. We're with Harry and Jason. They're parked up at a supermarket just now, actually red pilling while they're sitting here talking to us, inadvertently red pilling, as you've just seen.
Like I did.
So you've just seen it.
I've got it, injustice here. Take it.
So, Jason, what time can we expect you possibly to go live tomorrow? Can you give us a ballpark figure? Before 1, after 1?
Well, I think I've been a little bit optimistic in saying like 12 o'clock all the time, and that we fail miserably to try and get it at 12. So we were talking about it before, and I think we're gonna call it at 1 o'clock, around about 1 o'clock all the time.
Yeah. Don't. It makes life is much easier when you don't use time. You know, we don't know. It's all
Every time I say a time that will be done, we seem to have problems, and we can never hit the right time. Like today's problems were, it was security. You know, like we should have been up and running by about 12:30, 1:45, and then security come along and said, "Will you take all that down?" And I said, "But we're only going to be here for 4 hours." He said, "No, you are not." So we had to pack everything up.
That's absurd. I love it. Oh my gosh, I wish I was there with you right now. Just the energy that is off right now. You know what I mean? Like bam.
If anyone in the chat room hasn't clicked the notification bell for Jason's channel, I strongly suggest you click his channel. It's in the description. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified when he goes live tomorrow. As far as I'm concerned, I'm like this every day, waiting for it. I know myself what it's like being on the streets and how quickly situations can change, and how you can have amazing conversations that aren't on camera as much as you have them on camera. So it's like I'm itching to see what happens tomorrow. The day was amazing. The day before was amazing. Every day so far, I'm just like, wow, more.
And you know what? I can only apologize because I would have to say my most amazing conversations have been off camera. You know, like, and it's just it's such a shame when you think, oh, like Harry had a really good one today, but she refused to go on camera, and you know, it's a difficult one.
And for you guys out there that's going to meet up with them, hey, take out your recorders, take out your cameras, document this, film this, then just send it to us. Send it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think D Searle, who's in your chat, I think he had his camera out. He was documenting.
Nice.
So I'd be interested to see what he covered. That'd be really cool.
Absolutely. We're gonna paint this picture, Jason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a beautiful picture. That's what we're painting. We got the paint brushes and we painting this picture. You know, it's up to us to tell, you know, for the end results. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're leading the way. And you guys out there in the chat, you guys doing what you do. You're leading the way. Everybody's dropping red pills. We just keep dropping them. People, it's just, you're gonna have to, you know, it's like an old saying. You know, you either shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know it. Right, so I'm going to have to update the link. For some reason, your channel is not working. So if you just go to Jason of the DISBURY family, thank you, John Thor, for posting the link in the chat room. I'm going to have to, I'm not a professional at this, guys. I'm moderating myself as I'm going each day. So I promise you each day I'm going to try and get better and better and better at making sure I set up live links from the mornings. So what you might get is a notification possibly 8 or 9 hours before we go live. So instead of you getting a notification maybe an hour or so before we go live, I might set those up in the morning to give everyone good fair warning as to when we're roughly going to be coming on time. And we will try and be as on time as possible. I know that we're setting up these live links. You've got to put a timing on there. And obviously we're working with technology. We're working with being able to park up the camper van and all of us being able to be available at that very moment. So thank you so much for your patience when you've tuned in and we've come on, you know, 25 minutes later. Believe you me, we're not doing that on purpose or trying to, you know, be late. It's just a few things that we're always trying to deal with on the run up to going live.
Time zones all over. So this is, you know.
Also, you know, I just want to give a shout out to any other live streams just now. If you're live just now and we're going over the top of you, that's not done on purpose. We're literally just going with this tour as and when we're going, and we can't really foresee what time the guys are going to get done each day. Conversations sometimes like yesterday flowed right into the evening. So, you know, the last thing we want to do is put time constraints on the guys being out on road, you know, to have a set timing to go live. So we will try and, you know, adapt this as we go. We've got 8 weeks. Well, this is almost at the end of the first week, so we've still got 7 and a bit weeks of daily streams to be had from the tour, daily updates to be had from us, content to be uploaded by John Smith Globefly as well. So just bear with us as we go, but we're going to be moderating ourselves as we go through this, and we're going to be trying to streamline this so this gets better and better each day that you're watching it. We want to be able to give you the information as readily available as possible, make it as user friendly for you as possible, so that within 1 or 2 clicks you've got all of the information right there at your fingertips. So I greatly appreciate all your patience, and to everybody that's notified us that something's not working or something's not right, thank you.
Yes.
information goes into it getting better and better as we go each day. So I just wanted to make that disclaimer right there and there to let you know that we've acknowledged those things and we're trying to handle them as best as we can. Yeah,
we did that, you see. All right. Harry's just telling me as well. Dave Weiss, he's made a donation as well, which is
wow,
which it was a huge donation. He's going to put in $100, and thank you very much.
Oh wow, deep inside the bubble. Oh wow,
wow.
Massive love,
so much, man.
to you.
Oh,
wow.
Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
Wow.
Wow. Make sure, hey, Roxanne, make sure you put Flat Earth Podcast in the link in the description.
I will do.
And his channel, and every time we do it, you know what I mean? He's been showing massive love every time.
That's what it's all about. Share the love.
That's what it's all about every time. Every time. Matter of fact, Dave, if you're hearing, if you could get me a Flat Earth Podcast sticker, we'll get it out to Harry and Jason, and we'll put it on the tour bus. You want a sponsor? Send us a sticker or banner. We'll find a spot that's not covered and put it on. That's what's up. That's how we doing it.
Well said.
That's how we doing it.
Respect to you, Dave. Enough respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My man.
That's brilliant.
That's that New York. That's that New York right there.
Wow.
New York right there, yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'm absolutely blown away by that. I'm really feeling the love of the UK tour right about now. As much red pills as we can drop on this wave of this UK tour. You never know, there might be another UK tour at the beginning of next year. You know, the more people we can get involved in this next time round, that it's not a one-hit wonder. Understand that from now. Yeah, this is not a one-hit wonder.
No, that's
I think if this tour's a success, if this
coming to the USA, baby,
US, there'll be a
we need to do an exchange trip.
Yeah, we'll do it.
So we need to do an exchange trip. We need to get Richard over here.
Oh, it's going down. I'm working on my passports right now. You know, me and the wife. We doing that now.
Yeah,
we're gonna bring it out to the USA. We're gonna keep it a Flat Earth offensive and make it a whole worldwide.
Oh, I tell you what I would like is Richard to come in a camper van along with Dean Marble. That would be cool.
Nice.
We could do a convoy. We could do a convoy of camper vans, and then we'll come out to the States and we'll do an international link up and we'll do a convoy across the States. I've got 8 weeks next year, so I've got 8 weeks to go over to the States next year. I'm going over whether anyone likes it or not. So,
I'm gonna take you to Times Square. We're gonna hit Times Square together.
I love it. Let's do it.
If it makes noise and if it gets in the media, I'm for it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna turn Times Square to a speaker corner right there, like boom.
There you go.
The pedestal, how they do it like in horror. Get right on the pedestal, right? Straight up.
So here's to many more things like this happening. This is not a one-hit wonder. The more waves of activism that can happen like this, where it can actually cause a bigger wave, much more awareness, that, you know, share it and make other people aware of it. And if you want to get involved, get in contact with any of the people that have just been mentioned, you know, any of the people in the States that have just been mentioned, any of the people in the UK that have just been mentioned. Everyone wants to reach out to everyone. It's about building bridges and making people aware. So the more that we can do to do that, the
yeah,
absolutely. Just kind of cut out a little bit.
Sorry, I don't know if it cut out there.
just a little bit.
My internet's gone on whack. But yeah, the more we can interconnect with each other and do this, the better.
That's right. That's right.
Big time.
Bridge the divide.
So tomorrow you're in
Truro. Yeah, we're in Truro tomorrow. So that'll be, what's that, day 6, isn't it?
Yep. Day 6. Day six.
Yeah, looking forward to getting that. I'm actually looking forward to getting that one out of the way so that we can get along to Penzance and Land's End. That's a big key of the whole journey. This is so that it's more like I want to get Harry's Globe Lie banner. What's it? To be held up and photographed, you know, with the famous Land's End sign. You know, like that's a big deal. That one is that'll make a little bit of noise.
Absolutely.
Love it. Love it. And that vehicle in its own right is going to make noise going there.
Yeah, we was tempted. Where we were today. It is a closed road for pedestrians only, and it does say after 4 o'clock. You know that you with access you're allowed to drive through, and we thought, should we be cheeky and drive through with the van? But there's a few pubs, and we're not too sure whether we'll be welcomed. You know, it's quite narrow.
Nice.
And Flat Earth Focker's written in the chat room, May 11th. That's May 11th, 2019. Massive activism, expose the lies worldwide. So get in touch with Fokker and get some more information about that. So yeah, okay. May 11th, 2019. Massive activism. So yeah, get in touch.
Yeah. Well, that seems good. Am I right in saying this is going to be some sort of coordinated activism worldwide?
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Like simultaneous activism going on everywhere internationally. Now that could be big. That could be.
I'll leave that in your capable hands, Roxanne.
Thanks for that. But no, massive love to everyone that's showing love in the chat room. There's so many people in there intermingling with each other, and I think that's a brilliant thing to see.
Nice.
We have been live with you tonight. When do you think we can expect the next upload on Harry's channel, John Smith Global? When can we possibly expect that?
It gets posted tomorrow morning. So it will. So, oh God, it's Monday today. So
I'll put it registered.
So Tuesday, Wednesday. It may be Wednesday evening.
Wow. Okay. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, he'll have one Wednesday evening, and the other one might arrive Thursday morning. I think.
No, they're both together on the same day.
I know, but they take time, so the other one will be about 8 hours later. Yeah.
Okay. Alison Capricorn said Kimmy is going to post a newspaper article. That sounds really interesting. I'm just trying to backtrack in the chat to find out what that is. And please bear with me because I am trying to keep tabs on the chat. It's just I'm just not quite there with it yet, guys. But again, I want to give a massive shout out to everybody that's in the chat room. I really appreciate you all being there and tuning in and listening to what's going on with the Global UK tour. Tomorrow is day 6 out of a possible, I think, 62 days, is it?
Well, I've been saying 56, 57. I think it's actually about 53, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't want to count it again.
All right. No worries. Yeah. So tomorrow's day 6. Yeah. Day 6 of the Global UK tour. As I said, click the notification bell on Jason's channel. I'm going to update the description box after we finish the live. We've got probably a guesstimate for what time we'll go live tomorrow. I'll leave that answer to you, Jason. What time do you think we'll go for a live tomorrow, roughly?
Yeah, we're gonna set it back a little bit and say 1 o'clock, and then fingers crossed. As long as it's all easy sailing and nothing goes wrong, then 1 o'clock it shall be.
Brilliant. And for the later one, for me and Richard to link up with you later on, what time roughly do you think we'll be doing that?
I think anywhere roughly 7:30, 8 o'clock always seems to be a good time.
Lovely. So everyone in the chat room, you heard it here first. Around 1 o'clock-ish on Jason's channel tomorrow for the live feed from the streets of
Truro.
Lovely. Truro. And then tomorrow evening, about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish, me and Richard will be live with the tour again. And then hopefully Wednesday, you're going to see something on John Smith Global's channel. And like we said, all good things come to those who wait. Yeah. Nice. So, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. Nice. I want to give massive love again to everyone in the chat room. Jason and Harry, thank you so much for spending this time with us and letting us interact with you like this on the tour.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. Harry, good looking out, man. You're relentless. You're always on it. Massive love to you.
As you are, Roxanne.
You're Yeah, take care, and you know, make sure you guys get some rest. Make sure you're looking after yourselves. Stay.
And I want to say something.
Well fed.
I want to say something too for people out in the chat room. When you get the chance to interact with Harry, once you talk to him, you're gonna be like, "Wow, man!" You know, you're gonna feel like you want to do everything you know you can to help him, man, because he's got a good story, man. No, this is good, man. I just want to share that with you, man. So that's what I know. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's what I experienced. You know what I mean? Literally. You know what I mean? So same thing with Jason. He's out there doing it. I got nothing but love for these guys, man. But
thanks, buddy.
This is not stage. This is real stuff going on, man. So,
it is, and you're going to see more real stuff on the streets tomorrow with Jason, and more real stuff with us later on tomorrow evening. Massive respect to you all for tuning in. Me and Richard are going to be back in a little while with Connecting the Dots. We've got some guests.
We got some good stuff, man. So make sure you tune in. You know, got some good stuff tonight. So make sure you tune in.
And I may just tune in as well, so you might see me.
Absolutely. We got some special guests coming on, some people that's doing it. You know, and hopefully it should be good. So definitely, people tune in. Huh?
Watch out for the notification. We'll be live probably, I'm just going to say shortly. Look out for that notification. We'll be back with Connecting the Dots with some special guests.
Absolutely.
We'll be like deep into what we're talking about. So
yeah, man.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow with the Global Eye Tour at about 7:30. Tune in to Jason tomorrow at 1 p.m.-ish. Massive love to you all in the chat room. Big hugs and kisses to everyone for taking the time out to listen to us.
Massive love.
Back later on with Connecting the Dots, right? Take care. Bye.